Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. So the returning friends and family, I already know it's peace and blessings. I'll give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. First things first, hopefully everybody is having a blessed and productive Sunday. Hopefully everybody is smoothly getting through the shift in weather. Certain areas, yeah, it's a little bit shifty with the weather. Certain areas is not too bad. Other areas is becoming yeah, too frostbitten. So just make sure you get yourself dressed accordingly. And hopefully everybody is enjoying their weekends overall so far. Whatever plans you might have, hopefully you sticking to them. Again, keeping yourself safe, keeping yourself vigilant as always. Appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday for the conversation. And shout out to Lady Shay for popping in. Definitely was a good conversation. If you missed it, catch the replay. Tamika, what's going on, baby? I was supposed to do a little something last night, and yeah, I got family over, so apologies for those who was looking and waiting for the music. I tried, but I can't do nothing when kids are bogarting the TV. And I don't want to hear nobody crying either. So, but hopefully we'll be able to get something done today. Another morning, another workflow situation. It's really gonna get me on the morning shift, but hey, nonetheless, I had to come and speak to the people. Cool gamer, what's going on? Like I believe yesterday's conversation was definitely definitely was a strong one. There's a couple things I was going to chime in on today. Uh, I want to chime in on the state of affairs on a few things. And you know me, when I call things down the middle. Um, I'm gonna have to break down the women first, only because some of the stuff I've seen recently is being caused by them women. Well, let me get this right: immature minded women, because ain't no real woman going to do the things I've been seeing recently. I don't care how mad she is. I don't care how upset she is. Now, the one thing that's becoming a shared problem I see, and y'all hate to hear this, but you're gonna have to hear this today again. The bonnets, the pajamas, the slippers, even the one piece, even the one pieces that y'all got on to go any and everywhere. What happened to some of y'all taking pride in yourselves? Now, see, you'll be quick to say something if it's a man going out any old type of way. He don't want to present himself the right way or don't want to whatever. Y'all got a problem with that. You got a problem when it comes to the man's dress code, but the man is supposed to just accept your dress code, right? I wouldn't care even if we was going to the simplest place like Walmart just to do some shopping. There should be no reason why the pajamas, the bonnets, and all of that are out in the like you're out and about in the public regardless. Nobody else I see is doing this but us. I'm sorry to say it that way. I don't see too many people outside of us and maybe some of the Spanish folks that are doing that type of routine now. You're going any and everywhere, bonnet on your head, pajamas on, slippers on your feet, not looking or taking care of yourself. When has that become a problem? Y'all women love to keep yourselves um up to the highest echelons. from the course of history that I've seen and read and been about and even seen for myself. Y'all be the main ones that take pride as far as your presentation and everything. Now again, you don't want us men going out any old type of way because we supposed to be a representation of you, and vice versa. You're supposed to be a representation of us. What kind of representation are we getting when I'm dressed where I need to be dressed? I'm dressed accordingly, and you just dressed like you just got out of bed or you're about to go to bed. So you got to make it make sense. You have to make that make sense. And I'm sorry. I love the women and all, but I just don't love some of the shit that's been going on. And see, then when it's all said and done, in certain situations, who's going to be the one taking the blame? It's usually us taking the blame. Now, I remember saying this a while back, and I'm saying it again. I'm speaking to my fellas right now. Sussy, what's going on, baby? Now, this is where I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it again. Fellas, if she's not going to represent you the right way, you need to find somebody that will, and vice versa. Ladies, if a man is not representing you the right way or not giving you the right uplifting, kindly move on. This is a part of what I was saying yesterday about adding what you really want and need into your life. Now, this situation right here, this girl got completely upset because I'm believing the security guard was assuming she was about to steal something or do something. Now, we know how we get in certain situations. We don't like being accused of things, and we definitely don't like being a scapegoat for nothing. But in this instance right there, I could tell she was getting ready to try to do something. And you know the sad part is, I don't know if that was her man, or I know that wasn't no security guard. That had to be her man or something. He even turned around and looked out. You gonna sit here, grab a whole half a gallon of milk, open the milk and spill it all around the store, and then gonna say why you did what you did. But he already kind of figured what, so you can steal. This is a problem with some of y'all. Y'all get caught in the act and then don't know how to act. And I've always believed that once you start doing things like that, yeah, 9 out of 10, you was gonna do something. So don't get mad when you get caught. Just your accept your accountability on things. Lady Shay, what's going on, baby? You know, again, you want to be with somebody that's going to represent you the best way and represent you to the fullest. How can I be outside with a woman on my shoulder and she looking like she's ready and dressed for bed? And some of y'all need to stop wearing some of that stuff because there are some of y'all who are getting the wrong type of attention. Or this is where we always get caught up in the quote unquote stereotypes. This is why these stereotypes are existed right now. They paint us as uncouth, uneducated. They labeled us and put a stigma on us that we lazy, we don't want to work, we violent, we thieves, we all of that, right? Now, that stigma is only getting placed on us as far as I'm concerned. But guess what? That stigma goes everywhere because every fucking race and community, I said this before, is suffering the same type of stigmas. We just the ones that are always being broadcasted when it comes to these stigmas and these damn stereotypes, which is sad though. And I think that really is the saddest part about it all. This is why these stereotypes exist now. Some of y'all are doing exactly what the hell they call us. They call us loud, ratchet, and ghetto. Half of y'all acting loud, ratchet, and ghetto. But I'm not just blaming my people. I'm blaming that, again, around the board. It's just sad that the majority of the stuff I'm about to put out there, it goes along in every community. But we are the ones that got placed with the stigma. Why? Because the majority of the times we are the ones that are being recorded. We are the ones who are being watched more than anything. I ain't messing with you, lady shade. No, I'm saying you're not gonna go out every day with a bonnet and pajamas on, especially if you're with your man. You're not. Because if that's the case, it is. What does it say? You know, you gotta have some sort of class about yourself. I can't just go outside any old type of way. And I was a person at one point that I ain't give a fuck about myself. Sorry to say it, I didn't. It'd be sweats, Tims all day. Think I cared? No, I didn't. But then when I started getting a little older, I started realizing there's certain places you're not going to be able to go because there's going to be a dress code. There's certain things you're not going to be able to do because guess what? There's still a dress code. I can't come to a birthday party or something I'm invited to and I'm with my woman and my woman look like she dressed for the bed. Can't do that. Especially if it's something that look like it's going to get her all the wrong attention. No, can't do that. As a man, I'm supposed to respect myself. As you being my woman, you're supposed to respect yourself too. Again, you're supposed to at least keep yourself up to a good standard. Popcorn, what's going on? No, not saying you gotta dress up every day, but at least be presentable. Wouldn't care if you was wearing jeans, skirt, shorts, whatever. But at least have a decency about it. And that's what I'm saying. This is the stigma right now that's being it's just being placed around, at least around our community. And again, these stereotypes are proving that guess what? When anything happens, the first people they gonna try to blame is us. We the stereotypes. We the ones that started all of this, right? No, no, no. I'm slowly gonna shut that down. Because again, supposed to have love and respect for yourself, just like you're supposed to have love and respect for the person that you're dealing with. And that means keeping yourself together at all costs. If I know my man is going out somewhere, he might want me to go with him, and we gonna be going to do the damn thing. I gotta be properly dressed and presented. Same way with the fellas. I know my woman gonna want me to look, exceptional. Let me get myself right. Serious, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in at the like button. And if y'all hear the birds, yes, 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 I'm outside at work. Come out for a small break, but nonetheless, this is the problem again. We don't uphold ourselves the way we supposed to. Again, there should be no reason why if I'm going out with my lady wants to keep the bonnet on her head. My lady want to wear what the hell she want to wear. Listen, I don't care if you're going to wear something decent. I don't care if you're going to wear something real decent, presentable. It's not about what you're wearing. It's how you presenting yourself. You don't want to get labeled or you don't want to get looked at in a certain light or direction, then present yourself in the right direction. I can't sit there and say that I'm gonna have somebody in my life and that person in my life is not trying to respect themselves or love themselves enough to love me and enough to keep themselves whole and straight. Can't do that. If my woman can't respect certain things, then I gotta leave that woman. If she can't respect and honor certain things that I've already asked, I gotta leave. Point blank. I would have to leave. Because again, if you're not even respecting the simplest thing I asked, what would make you think you're gonna respect me, period? And that's the thing again. It's about respect, honor, loyalty. You gotta show a little loyalty to yourself. You can't just go outside looking all crazy. Especially you supposed to be with somebody. And that is an embarrassment when you got some one person looking dressed to impress and the other one looking like a straight bum off the train. That's not the way that works. North Woods, what's going on? What's going on, my guy? And I think that's something that needs to change. And I'm not going to say it's just all women. Well, shoot, all women are just doing that. The bonnets and the dress for bed type of scenarios. Other women are doing things again that's just detrimental. So again, the stigmas that are being placed on us, they go around the board. And that's the problem. Some of y'all refuse to leave when you know you're not having your standards met or your expectations met. Some of y'all refuse to leave. But again, it's self-respect at the end of the day. I can't be with somebody that's not going to have respect for me on any level. If I've asked you the simplest thing, like, look, I would like for you to just keep yourself dressed. And you don't have to be coming outside looking like you going to the Grammys and stuff like that. But damn, be decent. Y'all don't want a man to just come out in sweatpants, wrinkled shirts. You don't want a man to come out in any old type of way, right? That's just like some of y'all don't want your men coming out with no t-shirts on. Now, if we was to start walking around even when the weather nice, no t-shirt on, shorts or some other shit, and we get the attention, y'all got a problem. But here it is, y'all doing certain things right now, getting all the wrong attention, even while you with your significant other. And it's supposed to be acceptable. That's not acceptable. My woman shouldn't come outside looking like she dressed for the bed or looking like she about to go for a night out in the town and do some things for some change. Sorry. And some people are quick to say, oh, you're just insecure. No, it's not insecurity. It's called respect level, and it's called integrity and dignity. I can't go outside half naked if I'm supposed to be with somebody. So why should I allow them to do that? If they can't respect themselves, then that shows they ain't gonna respect me. I'm just saying, everybody's gonna have a different view and opinion on it. But the one thing I hate is when people try to say is men's insecurity. No, most men and logical men just have sense. We got sense enough to know what we want, what we don't want, what we need, what we don't need. The problem is sometimes is that again, nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to compromise things. No, no, no. I know, Lady Shay, you already. I'm just saying in general, everybody's going to be different about certain things. Some men might like that. I don't care if my girl come out here dressed any old type of way. She's still coming home with me, and vice versa. But again, you're still going to be out and about in the public. Even down to the simplest thing. I shouldn't be feeling the type of way because you dressed a certain way. That's just like if we supposed to be going to an event and we know this event is strictly it's a dress code and you ain't got nothing to even meet that dress code, that should be something. It's either I'm going to have to help you go get something or you're going to have to start getting something on your own. It's just not going to be, I'm going to allow you to dress anyway. That's crazy, man. Serious? I already just spoke about that. See, this the problem right there. We get mad about that. They get mad about that, but this is something that men have always been doing: sweatpants, especially when playing sports and stuff like that. And most men are not trying to show they junk. I'm sorry, they not. If I'm comfortable in a pair of sweats because I might be playing sports for the day, guess what? When I get home, I'm going to change into something else. Or once I done did what I need to do, hey, I'm putting on something that's going to be presentable. Especially again, if I have a woman that's supposed to be with me. It's a moral compass all around the board. The same way some of them don't like men wearing the sweats. We don't like y'all wearing the bonnets and the slippers and shit. But hey, you do it anyway, right? And that's the problem. We don't communicate. We don't compromise. We don't do none of that. Now, I'm not trying to even sound funny style neither, but this is a problem with us not compromising and not communicating. Again, a strong factor. You're supposed to know what you want and what you need. Again, if my woman is supposed to be a representation of me and vice versa, then we both got to be representing each other the best way possible and in the best light. Not trying to even be funny style about it, but it is true. This is exactly why some of these stereotypes are being placed on us more than anything. Come on, you got ladies wearing bonnets in places that you know you ain't even. First of all, how you going into an office building or a professional setting with a bonnet on your head? Anybody gonna take you serious? I'm saying, like, bonnets, the dressing in the pajamas all day, like again, it's showing you don't care about yourself, or you just don't care. Now, if I know my woman got a problem with something that I'm wearing, as a man, all right, I'm gonna respect that. But it should be the same way around. If I've got a problem or issue with something that you want to wear or could be wearing out, you should be able to respect that. Yo, babe, listen, this is a little bit too revealing. You think you go find something else? Without an attitude or without an argument, none of that. And some of y'all not even not saying checking your women, but some of y'all not even compromising or talking with your women because guess what? You don't want to go through an argument about something. But you're going to have disagreements about things. Because again, there's going to be things I wear you might not like and vice versa. But we could compromise. All right, well, look, all right, the shirt is not the problem. It's just this. And vice versa. All right, well, look, this is not the problem, but this is the problem. Why we can't just compromise? Kev, what's going on? Rich, what's going on, my guy? No, but it's the truth, though. We are supposed to be representations of each other, especially if we are together. I can't come outside, prime example, I'm dressed to impress, almost on some Steve Harvey type shit every day. And my woman is coming outside looking like she a dumpster baby. Then vice versa. I can't come out looking like a garbage pail kid if I'm with somebody that's dressed to impress. Especially again, if we are going out on the town. We are going probably amongst other people. We're gonna be, doing a little bit of everything. Supposed to have that dress decorum, period. Am I supposed to allow my girl to come out in something see-through, knowing damn well if she's gonna get all the wrong attention? No. Should I come outside in something that's gonna show my bulge? No. Again, it's about having respect for yourself and having respect for the person that you with, which seems to be a problem a lot of times now. Again, it's down to the respect level of things. There's quick to be arguments and disagreements over something that could just be simply talked out. Because there is some things I feel I shouldn't have to ask my woman, just like my woman shouldn't have to ask me. I just feel that way. There's certain things. Now, there's other things you're gonna have to sit down and talk, because that's the whole purpose of having a relationship. You're not just thinking for self. You can't just make a decision in a relationship just based on you. No, you gotta have a balance. Y'all both gotta be able to sit down, talk, and see what the real issue is, and then from there, you move forward. definitely need to respect yourself. Because if there's things that you know for a fact you stand tall on, and there's things that you feel are going against your principles, you're not going to go against it. But we got to stop having this stigma too. Again, of we loud, we ratchet, and we are aggressive and destructive. Nah, you know what it is? Serious. Some of these people don't ask the questions. It's the same way with the women. They don't ask these questions. Listen, I can accept you for who you are as a person, your personality traits. If you giving me the personality traits of somebody that actually loves themselves, care for themselves, and actually respects themselves, then we shouldn't have no issues about anything that we are doing as adults. We shouldn't have no issues at all when it comes to certain things. We should be able to have a common ground on things. But again, it's about what you put into your life and what you are willing to accept. If you're not willing to accept certain things, then you don't put yourself in these situations. It's just that simple. If I know I don't want to be with somebody that just is going to be doing certain things that I stand against, then I'm not going to be with them knowing that this is what they are going to do anyway. If I know you for the streets, prime example, I don't think I should be trying to wife you up or do anything. No, not going to do that. Again, it's simply about what you accept and what you put in place into your life. That's really about it. And some people ain't going to ask questions, and some people are just going to be comfortable again because they don't want the confrontation. Because even if somebody has said something nicely, or if somebody just, it's a problem. But it should never be a problem because, again, we supposed to be representing each other. But this stigma again, prime example, and don't think I'm not calling down the middle because I've been calling down the middle so far. There's some fellas that they ain't gonna ask questions because they just that hard up, and it's the same way with some of these women. They're not gonna ask the questions. They don't care because they only solely focusing on one act and one act only. And the one act is how good is this person in bed. That's where some of y'all heads is lying at. I got to get with this person. I got to see what this is about. And not solely thinking, look, let me make sure this person is not loose in the head. Let me make sure I don't have to worry about nothing down the road that could be detrimental. There's some of you that don't even take the time to think before you do. Again, you know, there's some people who are really suffering from some sort of mental health crisis and psychiatric situations. And instead of you leaving it be, or at least you'll still get with it. Trust me, we done had some stories where our stomachs done turned and our stomachs done got cringed because of certain acts. But again, some of you know what you're doing. If I think that this person has a psychological issue, you think I'm going to lay a kid up in them? No, because there's a chance that person, if they decide to snap, or if it's a situation where it's just becoming a relapse or something along those lines, they could hurt my kids. They could probably hurt me when I'm least expecting it. That's one thing you got to evaluate the mental state. Because again, if somebody doesn't even have respect or love for themselves, or they don't even care about themselves, how you expect them to care about you? How you expect them to care for the kids if there are kids involved? You know, again, it is wise enough for some of y'all to start thinking before you just start laying seeds in people. And vice versa. You ladies got to stop just allowing people to lay whatever in you. Like I said, I call it down the middle. Because real men and women, once they've made a strong decision on what they're going to do and how they're going to move, they just going to do it. 755, what's going on, baby? You know, and that's the thing. If you are trying to make sure that this person is right all around the board, You need to sit down and evaluate. And the minute I could spot something, even down to the body language, I'm going to know if the rip of this is something I'm going to want to be with, or this is something I'm going to just fall back from. Again, no, nobody want to place themselves in a situation with getting with somebody, having kids, and then you finding out something well down the line that could be detrimental. Again, and some of y'all that know these people are butt bone crazy, and you still laid up. You still will lay up with them. You still will take that chance. And again, that's a chance that it could go left.